back to the show and some more news from the city. The Madras High Court has summoned water and municipal authorities to explain why they had failed to use machines to clean sewers in the city instead of using people. Now, ironically, this comes at a time when Chennai and its suburbs have been witnessing big infrastructure work. Peer Mohammed brings us this report.
2 years ago, the Madras High Court ordered the government to ban the use of people to clean sewers after a petition by an activist. But nothing had changed since then, which had forced the activists to turn up the heat again on the outdated, inhuman and dangerous method.
In 2008, manual scavenging is totally banned in Tamil Nadu. Nobody should enter sewerage manholes and septic tanks. But there were violations. In 2009, there was a contempt petition filed by me, and Honorable High Court formed a 14-member committee to look into various aspects and submit a final report. Till date, the final report has not been submitted, and last month, 5 more deaths were reported.
Narayanan's latest affidavit listed 5 deaths of sewer cleaners while at work in the past 2 years. The Madras High Court has now summoned the Managing Director of Chennai Metro Water and the Secretary of the Municipal Administration Department to appear in person to explain why they had failed to replace men with machines. In Chennai, with Peer Mohammed, J. Santosh for Ndtv-Hindu.
Right, so that's one story that has again been dominating the headlines, and for more on that, let's go across to our senior correspondent Peer Mohammed, who has been tracking that story. Now, Peer, can you explain to us what exactly has been the arguments put forth by the petitioner in the context of the High Court orders that, again, manual labour has to be not only avoided but has to be totally put aside?
Yes, this petitioner argued that the committee which was formed to oversee the implementation of the directions of the Madras High Court was not working properly. Though the committee met 5 times after the Madras High Court order, they did not do anything properly to implement this order of the Madras High Court. And they have been only making sure that civic bodies are getting the machinery, but they are not ensuring that the machinery is put to use for sewerage cleaning. That is one argument. And another argument is there are 7 deaths after this reported in the media after this order was passed exactly 2 years ago. That is also brought to the notice of the Madras High Court. Particularly these 5 deaths were reported in the media in the past 1 month after the monsoon started. Now that was taken note of by the Madras High Court. They wanted the officials to be present on December 6th so that they can explain why they haven't replaced men with machines in the past 2 years.
Right, Peer. Thanks a lot for joining us with all those details. And that has been one case that again was grabbing the headlines about how some of the concerned authorities will be in the line of fire. The Madras High Court bringing them to fire. Moving ahead, some national news now. In the court and in Bihar, the count is finally all done. Having stayed at the helm for 5 years in Bihar, is Nitish Kumar made a comeback today with a huge majority. Big smiles in the JDU-BJP camp and early credit from Congress tell the story. Nitish Kumar led the saffron splash in the state for the 2nd term. Together, the partners are ahead in 205 seats, 62 more than the 143 they had in 2005. The Lalu Yadav-led RJD-LJP combine has been routed, leading in only 21 seats, down by 42 from 64 last time. The former Chief Minister Rabri Devi too was found trailing in both the seats that she contested. Only Lalu's partner Ram Vilas Paswan may have some reason to smile, winning more seats than he did in 2005. And some news from our neighbouring state of Andhra Pradesh. The Chief Minister K. Rosaya has announced his resignation. Rosaya has seen a massive resistance from within his party from supporters of Jagan, whose father, the immensely popular YSR, died in a helicopter crash last September. Rosaya was picked to replace him as the Chief Minister. Jagan Reddy and his camp challenged this decision through campaigns like the Odarpu Yatra, which saw Jagan touring the state in a show of strength, in open defiance of the party which had ordered him to cut short the roadshow. Meanwhile, Yediyurappa's frequent trips to Delhi to meet the BJP High Command have paid off. Despite pressure on the BJP leadership, they have retained Yediyurappa as the Chief Minister of Karnataka. Now, this comes after Karnataka Chief Minister Yediyurappa had given the controversial piece of land back to the necessary authorities. Now, finally, we are heading into a small break and we leave you with some food for thought. Is technology the great leveler? On the other side, we show you what the sharpest minds in the city think about that.